Hey, Frank, you guys had the 20 blocks tonight. It's one short of a franchise record. What about this game and the personnel on your squad and everything enabled that, and how big of a factor was that in the game?
Obviously, it was a huge factor in the game. You know, our three big guys just played exceptional basketball. You know, I think we as a group were not happy with giving up 68 points in the paint against the Pelicans. That was sort of the theme of our film session yesterday. And, you know, those guys took a lot of pride in protecting our rim tonight. And, you know, obviously 20 blocks is that's pretty special. So those guys did a great job.
Frank, the Pistons had 35 free throw attempts today, and you guys had 19. I was wondering what your reaction was to that and if that was related to your tech at the end of the third.
What can I say? What can I say? It was related to my tech. It was the reason for my tech. And, you know, it's two ways. You know, I felt like, well, let's just say I wanted my guys to stop fouling, you know, and I wanted to draw attention to what I wanted to draw attention to. Leave it at that. Keep my money.
Frank, you used words like wanted to dominate your opponent, wanted to kill your opponent, to rack up 20 blocks like that. Is that a reflection of that attitude that you want these guys to bring?
It is. It's you know, we want to be dominant defensively, and you know, we have the ability to be dominant, in particular in the paint. You know, so to me, there was, you know, like I said, that was the message yesterday. There's no reason to give up 68 points in the paint with the team that we have. You know, if we really commit, and you know, those guys did. They dominated the paint tonight. Only 32 points in the paint, less than half of what we gave up last game, the entire game. And, you know, proud of their performance inside. I think I don't mind it. I just think he stayed in it a second or two too long. We were running on a break. He could have had a putback. But I don't mind that.
Frank, even before tonight, you guys were leading the league in blocks. You have three guys, obviously, who, you know, can be, you know, really incredible rim protectors. What has just that trio done for you this year, and how has that kind of shaped what you are defensively?
Well, you can't ask your perimeter guys to push up on the three-point line as much as we do without that type of support behind you. You know, and really our scheme is it centers around the ability to, you know, chase guys off the three-point line, even our pick and roll defense, and you know, hopefully, you know, force the opponent to take tough twos over our length at the rim, or to play in the mid-range. And yeah, we can still do a better job on a three-point line, but when we did chase them inside, you know, we were great cleaning things up.
Frank, I think you can answer this one. In terms of the free throws, a lot of times they'll say, you know, players will get a reputation for drawing fouls or committing them or whatever. As a team, you guys don't get to the line very often. Are you worried at all that you're gaining a reputation that you don't do the things that get you to the line, you know, as a group?
Choose my words wisely here. We've been in communication with the league through the right channels, you know, about, you know, feeling like we could get to the line more. You know, we'll just leave it at that. You know, we're being aggressive. When the ball moves, it's not just about jumping in and trying to initiate contact. You know, the more the ball moves offensively and you get the defense in rotations and they have no choice but to foul you at the rim, you know, that's the right way to get to the free throw line. But we also talk about things fundamentally like jumping into guys when you get them off their feet at the free throw line, at the three-point line, which we don't do well enough. We don't use shot fakes in general well enough. Playing smarter when we have the bonus. There's too many times where we get into the bonus, and you know, we settle instead of going to the basket. Then when any contact is free throws. So there's things we can do on our end, you know, that we're working on to hopefully get there more. But we're also trying to draw attention to it by going through the right channels with the league.
On that 15-0 run to start the fourth quarter, what came together there, and it seemed like AC also had some big plays there.
Yeah, I mean, I have to look at the tape to see exactly what happened there. I just know that, you know, our message at that point was, you know, I got a tech for a reason, and, you know, we got to make sure that we have to go out now and earn no calls on the defensive end. And, you know, the message was simple. Like the fouls that we committed in the third quarter, not only it's a double penalty. You give them easy points and you break your whole rhythm offensively. And, that's the way the third quarter was going. So I said, we don't reverse that trend. It's going to be a long fourth for us. And, we did. We reversed that trend. We didn't foul I believe, during that stretch. I think we still had a foul to give even in the last 2 minutes or so. And when we don't foul and our rhythm is good offensively, we're tough to beat.
Any update on Avery, and just what do you know about that injury at this point?
Yeah, it's just it's a sprained ankle. X-rays were negative. Hopefully it's not too bad. He felt like he could come back, but it was still, he was limping pretty significantly. So, we'll just see how it responds overnight, and I'm sure we'll do more testing on it tomorrow.
Frank, when you said just a second ago, earning no calls, I've never heard it phrased like that before. How do you define that?
That's been something I've used, since I've been a head coach. You have to. The phrase we use is, in the paint is absorb contact and show your hands. That's how you earn no calls. If you're sloppy with your hands, if you're here, if you're chopping down, if your body position is out of control. The point of contact, you have to absorb contact and show your hands. That's how you play without fouling. And, you just can't be reckless with, all the other ways that you foul. Just being too aggressive, too physical, knowing, plays that are going to draw a whistle. And, the best defensive teams in the league defend without fouling. The best teams in the league defend without fouling. So that's just something we've always talked about.
Frank, what did you make of Caruso's minutes tonight?
Alex was great. We missed him, last game and a half. And, he's just a terrific two-way player for us. He has a little swag going to the basket, trying to dunk on people, getting his shot blocked. That was, one of those plays that we welcome. Even though they won the battle at the rim, that type of aggressiveness, that's the way we want to attack as a team. So, he exemplifies that part of it. And, he was terrific. We were concerned about what Derrick Rose could do to us. And, I know he got to the line 10 times at 28 points, but he had a number of great containment clips and great one-on-one clips on Derrick. So he was great on both ends.